beautiful souls. Okay, so a little while ago, I just got out of like a community hangout for my doula program, and I have a couple things to say. So for one, if you feel that if you hear to do or to not do something like repeatedly, even if you don't want to or you want to, if you get what I'm saying, like the opposite of what it is that you want but you're hearing to do it anyway, go do that thing. So I was going to not go to the community hangout today because I just felt like really tired when I rose up and stuff, and but something kept telling me just go, and I'm like, oh my gosh, no, I'm a little late anyway, or I'm gonna be late, I don't want to have to rush. And then I'm like, I just kept figuring, just go, just you can get ready fast, just go. So I entered, and very gratefully so, because it ended up being so nice. And I even felt like a little like nervous at first because I never really met the girls yet that were in the class, and then I was like just overthinking that a bit and speaking and stuff like that. And I'm like, hello, like, remember who you are, just, you know, don't be afraid to speak, don't be afraid to, you know, be you, shine your light, you know, and it's gonna be fine. Just, you know, talk, listen and talk. And so I got over that shortly after, and then like it ended up extending because we ended up having like such great conversation basically about like spirituality and connection and like spiritual gifts and things like that. Like, it ended up being so beautiful, but it reminded me also how much so many people are still, like, including myself, so afraid to really step into their power and embrace their gifts, and that there are so many people that make people feel crazy and bad about those things, you know. And also about the fact that there are so many people that still feel so like disconnected and like, I don't want to say hopeless, but like that there's no change happening in the world. And I come across people like that a lot lately, that they just have like no hope for the world, and they think everything is just getting worse and nothing is getting better. People are so like disconnected. And not to say that there are not a lot of people that are disconnected, right? But there are so many people now who are more connected and in tune, not only with themselves but with the earth and with each other. And like, there are so many communities being built, it's just not as shown as the other side of it, right? And it makes me sad and happy to have these conversations, because it makes me sad to think that there's people that are kind of like in a hopeless stage. But I know that like in divine timing all of that will change, and people will see and realize things like when they're supposed to, you know. And it's still also so refreshing to have those conversations and to connect, because even myself, I feel like I don't connect with a lot of people like that. More so here on TikTok or social media is where I find people like-minded people, or people that, you know, do believe in the things that I believe in, as far as like heaven on earth coming and things that things are getting better, you know. But usually like in physical surroundings, I'm kind of saying to myself, for the most part, except for lately, obviously y'all know I've been around a lot of people, but the people in my physical reality are usually, they don't usually think how I think, or they don't believe that things are like going to get better, or at least if they do, it's not anytime soon. And in my head, before I transition, I'm going to see that, and I'm starting to see it. Like, I do see it, you know, not full on completely. And but it's here, like it's happening, you know. And even for me, like, as far as people saying it's getting worse now, to me things are not necessarily getting worse, they're just being exposed more. Like, it was really hidden before, but all of these things have been happening for so long, you know. They just were hiding it very well, and you can't hide the truth forever. Like, it's gonna come out. So to some people it may seem like things are getting a lot worse, but even if you want to say that, there is a saying, you know, things get worse before they get better. We go through some storms. There is a lot of like chaos that will be happening like during this timeline shift, during the earth ascending and stuff. Like, she's cleansing herself of many energies, of many things, physically, spiritually. And so we will be seeing a lot of stuff. But I just wanted to come and say, like, you're not alone in having this hope for the world, wanting this change. You're not alone in experiencing spiritual gifts, seeing things, hearing things, feeling things on a different level, having these knowings. These are gifts. They're spiritual gifts. They're gifts from the Most High. They're very much so normal. You're not crazy. Like, so many things. Like, we all have our individual gifts. When you feel those things and tap into that, that's you tapping more into your goddess self. Like, that's you becoming more in tune with who you actually are beyond this solely physical human incarnation. You know, you are much more than just your human self. And yeah, don't lose hope. Don't sit there and think that you're alone just because in your physical, or even sometimes online, you may not even have those connections, you know, but you're not alone in any part of it. And even when you're physically by yourself, like, there are many spirits, energies, the Most High, whoever you call your God, around you at all times, even if you don't see or feel it. If you feel that disconnection, you know, it's within the trees, the nature. That's also what we were talking about too. And people saying like you're weird or crazy for believing that, or believing that they can communicate. But I personally think I don't think you're weird or crazy, but I think it's more like confusing or impossible for it to not be a thing, you know. Like, they're alive, you know, everything is alive in different formats. But yeah, you're not alone. Things are certainly getting better. There is a huge shift for the last couple years. I still remember the day that, like, I felt that 4D split shift that I feel like we're in now. I see a lot of videos of people saying you're either in one or the other, like heaven on earth right now. But to me, we are in that fourth dimension, which is the actual split. And people are still, you know, picking one side or the other. And like they do say in the videos, you can see the difference. You can see where someone's mindset is by how they're moving, how they're talking, how they're thinking, and then the other side of it. But I do still feel like there are people like in the in-between. And right now the earth as a whole is in the in-between, because you can see, again, certain people's frequencies and then all these things happening, and there's still other things happening. The earth is not completely in heaven and on earth, but it's also not completely in hell on earth like it used to be. We're in the in-between, and I'm personally excited. And there's still time for you to, you know, change your frequency, change your reality. You create your reality. You pick where you're at, you know. Not saying that it's so easy, but you have the power and the control to change your mindset, change who you are, what you stand for, the things you want to do, and break out of your shell. And again, it's not easy, and you might feel a little alone, a little scared, a little crazy at times, but that's not the truth, you know. And just because you can't see it doesn't mean that there are not, like, so many things working in your favor and guiding you towards, you know, the person and the life that you want to live. And if you have lost hope for heaven on earth and peace on earth, paradise on earth, whatever you want to call it, world peace, don't lose hope. It's happening, like, slowly but surely. It is happening, like, and I'm super excited. I'm very, very excited. But yeah. Let me think. Do I have anything else to say? Just don't be afraid to be you. Even again with what I was saying in the beginning of the meeting, I was a little nervous. I still go through those moments, but I'm so grateful that I didn't, like, I let go of holding it back, because we had some really, really beautiful conversations. And don't be afraid to ask questions. Don't be afraid to state your opinion. And don't be afraid of, like, what you think someone's going to say, because they might say something completely different, or they might say that exact thing that you're afraid of them saying, but that has nothing to do with you. That's them and their perception, their them where they're at, you know. And yeah, just be you, shine your light, don't lose hope, stand in your power, stand in your voice, your thoughts, your gifts. Embrace all of that. Embrace every part of you. There's no need to be ashamed or anything of that stuff. And just because somebody says something does not make it true, if that makes sense. And I'm saying that as far as everything, like, but why I'm saying that is just because someone says like you're crazy, or says like your gifts are not real, or you didn't see or hear or feel what you did, that doesn't make it true. You know, trust your intuition, trust what you see, trust what you feel, trust what you hear, trust yourself, and know that you are gifted, you are powerful in the most beautiful way, you are loved, you are God goddess in this human incarnation. Unless I'm talking to a plant right now, or your cats if you got them around, or your dogs or anything, then you're God goddess in whatever form you're in. Besides the point, not besides the point, because seriously, that's what I'm saying. We're all literally connected to the freaking cats, all of them. Even inanimate objects. Energy is energy, okay? Everything has energy, right? Different levels, but hey, at the end of the day, everything is connected. We're all one, we're all connected. And I think, like, even in this heaven on earth thing, we are going to be a lot more connected, right? And a lot more unity consciousness and stuff like that, but we're still going to be being able to express ourselves in our individual forms. We're all little universes, right? We're all very unique, although we are of the same overall energy. We came here to express and experience ourselves in every possible form, right? So we will still have, you know, us, like our uniqueness, but we will be on the same overall page and frequency of world peace, of love, moving through understanding, compassion, and, you know, really realizing and recognizing we are connected and like reflections of each other. And if you really think like that, you're going to be a lot more mindful of how you treat people, how you treat yourself, how you treat the earth, the animals, and such things, you know? Whew. So yeah, I'm really grateful. And again, like I said, sometimes you might feel like, oh, I don't want to go here, or I don't want to do this, but you have that voice inside of you telling you, go do it, do it, because there's something there waiting for you, and a beautiful experience. And again, don't hold yourself back. I truly believe too, everything happens in divine timing, and you don't miss anything that's for you. But I think you can postpone certain things by like we do stand in our own way sometimes, you know. And I briefly made a video about this before, like sometimes you think you're not ready, and in reality you are ready. Or sometimes you think you are ready, and in reality there's more things you have to experience and go through prior to getting to that point that you want to be at, you know. So again, if you're feeling like I really want to go here, but something, or do this, and something is telling you just wait, go ahead and just wait. Listen to your guides, listen to your intuition, listen to the Most High, and just recognize, like, you literally are always being divinely guided. Some of us just are disconnected from that stuff. That'd be a whole crown chakra thing, disconnection. But yeah, look at how cute she is. I know I showed you guys her already, but she's so pretty. Anyways, okay, I'm done, I think. I love you. I saw 11:22 and 13:33. All right, let's do 11:22. Okay, 11:22 is 6. Supreme mathematics, equality. What am I talking about? Unity consciousness, and you do to others. Like, once you get there, it'll show you and make you be more mindful of how you treat each other and things like that, because we are all, again, even with the equality, like, connected. We are all of one energy. Nobody's better than the other, regardless of if you're on a higher vibration or a lower vibration. We are all equal. We're all different, but we are all equal, you know. And we all are worthy of that mutual respect, that love, and understanding, you know. What did I say? 13:33, 9:10, which is knowledge cipher. I've learned a lot of things. Not to say that I know everything, because I learn every day that I have a lot more to learn, but I'm trying to take that knowledge full circle with the knowledge cipher, you know. So, like, implementing everything that I've been learning, and even a lot of people, especially learning about standing in your power and speaking your truth and boundaries and all that stuff. We know these things, but it's hard to put them things into action, you know. So yeah, let it all come full circle. Everything in general will come full circle. And I trust you guys are picking up what I'm putting down. I love you. See you later.